Char Margolis, Char Communications Incorporated, and CharVision LLC do not endorse or offer for any purpose but entertainment the views of any guest or other expert on CharVision or UBN.
I knew things before they happened from the time I was a child. At the age of 8, I saw a spirit at the foot of my bed and didn't know what it was. And in my 20s, I finally realized I had a special ability that could help others. I have learned that love never dies. There is a spirit world that can communicate with us, and we all have the gift of intuition. Join me, and together we will explore the possibilities of the unknown from beyond and more. This is CharVision.
Hi everybody, it's Sunny and Char. Today is July 10th, 2020. Did you know that regular air traffic is down 94%? Is that crazy? So the most popular way that people are traveling now to be safe with social distance is with RVs. And I'm so excited because my friend Sher Lyckman is here, who is an expert in RVs. Sher, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, Char, thank you for having me. I'm just delighted at the opportunity.
Okay, so, you're so sweet. So I have to tell everybody what I did. I had to go to the dentist, and I'm in Palm Springs, you guys know that. And I always see Cher's commercials on TV. And my friends and I talk about it and how great it is because she's this beautiful woman who's like driving these big RV things. It's crazy to imagine doing that for me. So I drive by and I see Mike Thompson's RVs, and that's what the commercial is. So I turn in and I ask if I can have a photo with Cher, and you were kind enough to come out. So thank you.
That was fun.
Yeah.
And we had your baby in the picture with us.
That's true. Sonny Margolis was in the photo. So RVs are the most popular way to travel right now. Can you give us, I know you walk the walk and you talk the talk. So could you tell us, how long you've been an expert in RVs? And you told me you had how many on your own? You've had?
Oh, I've owned 7 myself. Yeah.
7 RVs.
7 RVs over the course of a lot of years.
Okay.
Yeah, I've actually been in the RV business for 24 years. Yeah, and obviously I'm an old person, right? But prior to that, I had a separate career in another industry entirely. But it's just an amazing industry where you get to actually get yourself involved with people and be able to sell them the RV of their dreams. Most people dream of owning an RV for most of their life. And when they're finally at that point where they can and the affordability is there, it's just delightful to be able to help them find that dream.
Because at one time it was for retirement, and then they would see the country buy an RV.
Absolutely.
But now, because of COVID-19.
Oh my goodness. Our RV sales, Char, are literally off the charts. It's a phenomena, the likes of which I've not seen in my 24 years in this crazy business. But it is amazing because it is really the only way that you can travel these days in light of COVID and safely social distance and still be around the ones that you love and go out in the wild blue yonder and enjoy, as I call it, the campgrounds of life.
Wow. So if somebody wanted to buy an RV, what advice do you have for them?
Well, I would say the best advice is to do some research. So think about the ways in which you're going to use the RV. Are you one that wants to go glamping as we call it, and live in the style of, a luxury and elegance? If that's your style, and plug in at an RV resort, then you want a nice big diesel pusher because you're going to plug in at these beautiful resorts and stay, that's your lifestyle. But let's say you're a camper and you actually just want to go out into the wild and unplug. We have RVs that you can go off grid that are set up with batteries and solar, and you can actually live off grid for a very long time.
Well, if somebody wanted to go to, do you have any photos of those, Kurt? If somebody wanted to go to, what's this?
That is a trailer. That's called a pull trailer or a travel trailer. and they're very, very popular, but they have to be towed with either a truck or a very large SUV. So you have to take into consideration whether or not you have that available to you as well. If you don't, then the other choice would be to buy something along the lines of a Class C motorhome. This would be a luxury diesel pusher that's showing on the screen now, but we have an RV of every style, every class, from Class A.
What are the price ranges? And then I want to talk, what are the price ranges? And then I want to talk about plugging in.
Yeah, so there's an RV in every price range to fit every budget of everybody out there, starting at $16,000 for a small trailer and going all the way up to $580,000 for a luxury diesel pusher. So we have one of each and everything in between. So there's Class A's, Class B's, Class C's, and just everything that you can imagine, as well as pull trailers. There's large fifth wheels that go up to 42 feet long, toy haulers where you can throw your toys into them and take off.
How do you find where to plug in?
Well, there's lots of places. There's a guide called Woodall's, and if you go to Woodall's, it's a complete guide of every campground in the United States of America. So there are some that are just very well known, like KOA, which is known throughout the country. There's 1,000 Trails. 1,000 Trails is all over the country as well. And so there are a lot of public campgrounds that you can go into, but there are also a lot of private resorts. The private resorts go everything from a few days, a few nights, to actually owning your own site. And we have a couple of these locally here out in Indio that are just phenomenal. It's $400,000 for just your site to go park.
Wait, how much?
$400,000 for just the site to park your RV on. But they're extreme.
A year or permanently, or?
No, permanently you own it. You own your own site. I mean, these are just elegant, Char, where people actually have outside kitchens, outside barbecues, built-in jacuzzis. They're right on a lake. They're right on they have their own little boat moored in the back of their RV. It's phenomenal to see what's available out there.
Have you stayed in one of those?
I have.
You have. It's like a real resort.
Yes. And actually we do RV shows in the wintertime for the snowbirds that come down. See, a lot of snowbirds own a place up in the, wherever they own their home. So up in Washington, Wisconsin, all the, the states where the snow comes, right? So when the snow hits, the snowbirds fly south. So the snowbirds come here and they flock into the valley to the tune of about 100,000. Our valley population goes up about 100,000 people in the winter months because the snowbirds fly in. They go to their beautiful resort. Their RV is there waiting for them, already plugged in, cooled off, warmed up, and ready to go.
Jacuzzis and swimming pools.
Pools, lakes, tennis courts, golf courses.
Are there restaurants?
Restaurants inside the parks, yes. It's amazing, the amenities that are available. They have, clubhouses, restaurants, washing machines. If you don't want to use your own washer dryer, usually they have their own washer dryer in their RV already, but they don't want to use it, so they go to the public washers. So it's just phenomenal.
How safe is it to just you're traveling, from, let's say, Michigan to California, and how safe is it to know where to stop? How do you know?
Well, you can visually inspect the campsites when you get there, but most of the campgrounds have ratings. So once you get your guide and you get out there, and not only that, but it's like a camaraderie of people out in the camping world. It's like boaters and campers. They're all the same. They take care of their own. So that's not something that you have to fear or worry about.
So you can knock on a door and get a cup of sugar.
Yeah, you go to your neighbor, they'll offer you a cup of sugar, and at the same time, they'll offer you a cocktail to go with it. Sure.
Wow, that's so great. It's a camaraderie.
It's really a great group of people because they are so laid back and relaxed, and it's a lifestyle It's a lifestyle. It's not, you don't just buy an RV and go off, on your own. It's really a true lifestyle. There are camping groups.
Mhm. There's camping groups.
So you could, like, if you buy, let's say you buy a Tiffin motorhome built by Tiffin in Red Bay, Alabama, you join the Tiffin Club. You buy a Winnebago, you join the WIT Club, which is Winnebago and Itasca, two different motorhomes, and you belong to their club. So everybody who belongs to that, has one of those type of RVs, belongs to that club.
And they have it all in common.
Oh, they have get-togethers, they have conferences, they have big, like get-togethers. I guess that's the word for it. But they from all over the country. People come from all over the country.
What about like showers? And like, if you don't have a shower in your own RV?
Well, everything that is considered to be an RV is self-contained. And does have a bathroom, a shower, and has cooking facilities.
Well,
people do go camping just in a van or an SUV or that sort of thing that doesn't have a bathroom. All of the campgrounds have public showers, public restrooms.
How do you clean out the septic tank?
Well, it's quite unique, but there are holding tanks one's called a black tank. You can imagine what the black tank is. Okay. And then there's a gray tank. So the gray tank would be the shower water, and the sink water would go into a gray tank. Then your waste products go into a black tank. And the black tanks are sealed solid, and there's a lever on it so that when it's time to do it, you attach a hose that goes into a coupling, and that coupling goes into a sewer. And you pull the
where is this?
Well, there's in the campgrounds where you stay, they have
all of them.
Also, most of your truck stops are going to have those. So you can say you just went out boondocking, as we call it, which means you're out and you're not plugged in, and you're using your own generator and you're using your holding tanks. See, most people, when they're plugged in, they also have sewer there, electricity, and water. So they're plugged in. Once you unplug, you dump before you leave. So once if let's say you went camping this past weekend,
right?
And you went in an RV that you went off grid, or you weren't plugged in, you were what we call boondocking or dry camping. So the dry campers and the boondockers, those people come back to like a KOA or 1,000 Trails or a public truck stop, and they all have dump sites.
And is there like fresh water?
Absolutely. So there's a holding tank for fresh water as well. So you are fully self-contained inside your RV.
And can you pump water? Like,
yes, they have water pumps.
Is it one price, or you have to pay for the electricity and then you have to pay for the?
No, most of the parks. Now, some parks will have spaces that are not hooked up, not with hookups. If you get hookups, it's full hookups. So you'll have one's charge for the evening, and that includes all of your utilities.
So if you're not in a luxury $400,000 a year, or not year, but $400,000 place, what, and you're traveling, what does it cost to just like hook up to sleep somewhere overnight and then leave?
Well, it depends on the park. So everywhere from like your KOAs and your 1,000 Trails are going to be somewhere between $20 and $50 a night.
Oh.
Whereas you can go to something like Outdoor Resorts, which is over here in Cathedral City, and then you're going to be something like $90 to $100 a night. And you're going to have a beautiful view, and you're going to have all the amenities and the golf courses and the camp, all of that to go with it. So that's.
And what states have you traveled across the United States?
No, pretty much I've traveled. Most of my travels have been in the Western states because I've been a working girl for a long time.
Where is it that you think is, from your knowledge, the best equipped states or national parks to travel?
Well, in the Western United States, I would say Oregon, Utah, California, Washington State. Those places are all very RV friendly, and you know, the national parks, of course, Wisconsin, Wyoming, everywhere all over the country. You can't, you know.
And can you get to Canada too? Like, are there
Oh, absolutely.
in
Absolutely.
Vancouver?
Canada and Alaska. A lot of RVers buy an RV specifically because their intention is to go through Canada and on into Alaska. Lots of RVs. Alaska is very RV friendly, and a lot of people travel up the Alcan
Have
Highway.
you done that? Have you done that?
I have not. I have. That's something I haven't.
You'd probably love it if you did.
Yeah. Well, I've been to Alaska 26 times, but just not in an RV.
Really?
Yes. I have family.
Can I ask why 26 times you counted them?
Well, I have family who lives up there. So it's yeah. Once upon a time, a small fact about me, I did run the Anchorage, Alaska Marathon. So
You're kidding.
many years ago. No.
What did you do?
What did I do? I finished.
You ran the marathon and you ran it,
Right.
or you ran the whole marathon?
I ran the whole marathon. Yes.
Wow, you do things in a great way.
26 miles. Yes, ma'am. So
Wow.
when the guy at the end of the finish line said, Cher, what about the 26 miles was the most difficult? I said, the 26 miles was simple. It was the 0.2. The 0.2 kills you because you know you're almost to the finish line, right?
So, you know, I have a neighbor who had a camper, and they had this fancy RV, a Mercedes, and he said there's a lot of people who don't know what they're doing. There's amateurs out there. So,
and there are, but you know, there are just as many professionals out there that would like nothing more than to train the amateur on what he's doing, and they will. You pull into a campsite and you don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to back up your trailer. I'll guarantee you all of the neighbors will come rushing out. And that's the beauty of the camaraderie of camping. Because
are there like classes that people can take?
Oh, there are. Absolutely. We can set you up with driving classes if you're feeling uncomfortable about driving an RV. We also train you on how to hook up the hitch work and everything from the truck to the trailer. And we do, when you buy an RV from us at Mike Thompson RV in Cathedral City, we actually give you a 2-hour orientation class and teach you everything about how to operate the RV. And you get a minimum of 2 hours more if you need it. But we train you in every aspect of the RV.
And do you have a hookup at Mike Thompson RV, or you just show them how?
Oh, no, we do.
Oh, you have everything.
We show them how, yes. Every person is taught how to hook it up, how to everything, how to put in the fresh water, how to dump the tanks, how to start the generators, how to plug in, how to turn on the.
Wait, do they all have generators? That's a good idea.
Well, the motorhomes all have generators. The trailers, it's an option. And so they have generators, they have inverters, they have solar panels, you know, and just everything that you can imagine to provide you all the luxuries of home. You know, you really are taking your home on the road.
Yeah, and are there a lot of people who just have decided to live in their RVs?
Oh, and it increases by thousands and hundreds of thousands a year. It's an amazing, I don't know the stats on it right now, to be honest with you, Char, but it actually, every year it grows in leaps and bounds how many people that just unplug and they hang a sign that says home is where you plug in. So, and it really
that's incredible. I have a friend from high school at our reunion who said that that's what she and her husband want to do.
Oh yeah, so many people do.
They're in Florida.
Especially now, in light of this COVID, a lot of people are buying RVs and using them as a second home. So especially here in this valley where, you know, this weekend it's going to be only 122 degrees, right? So this weekend, everybody wants to just get the heck out of Dodge and get the heck out of Coachella. And so what people are doing is owning a home in their home state, you know, if they're Snowbird or wherever, and then buying an RV and using it as their home away from home. So they will live in their home in the summer and travel in the winter.
And maybe like go to Florida or somewhere warm.
All over the country. I have people, you know, most RVers average 7 to 10,000 miles a year on their RV. But those people who want to live in their RV and travel for 6 months, they'll put 15, 20,000 miles on an RV.
We have such a beautiful country.
We do. Why
We're
not go
so blessed with that.
Why not go enjoy it in a beautiful RV?
Why not? And
it's the only safe way to travel. I mean, like you said, 94% of all airlines are out of business and not operating.
Yeah, and I just saw on the news that American Airlines is laying off United Airlines was laying off a ton of people, and then there was another news story about Delta, how they're trying to clean the filters in the airplane, but you don't know if the COVID.
It's crazy. Who's going to get on a cruise ship these days? Nobody.
No one.
Who's going to Europe? Nobody. Who's going,
no one, because we're not allowed in Europe.
Got it. That's right. I heard that. And not only that, but even if you could go, would you? I mean, would you put yourself in that danger? I wouldn't.
No.
I know that people, it's just, we are so blessed, even in spite of this horrible, virus that has affected all of our lives.
Yeah.
My industry right now is so blessed with just being sales that are just blown off.
Yeah. And today you sold how many RVs?
Just 5 today.
Just 5. That's huge.
It's huge. It's amazing. I mean, we are up, like you said, the airline industry down 94%. We're up well over 200%, and in some cases 300% and 400% over last year.
So last year, 300% and 400% of last year at this time.
Yes. It's amazing. Our company and Mike Thompson RV from our 4 locations have delivered over 1,000 vehicles in the last 60 days.
Get out of here.
Swear.
At where, though? All around the world? I mean, all around the country, or where?
No, in our 4 locations in Southern California.
I know, but what I'm saying is,
meaning delivered, people have picked them up.
Would someone in Ohio buy something from you?
Absolutely, they do all the time.
So
we're the largest dealer in the United States, so they fly in. They will fly in because we have the more inventory than other dealers do, because we're so large. We get a larger allotment of inventory.
Right.
So therefore, if you want a particular color, you want a particular type of RV, it's not available at the dealership, at any dealership anywhere near you. You're going to call me and say, do you have that color? Do you have that RV? Do you have that floor plan? And we do. You're going to jump on a plane.
What's your website?
www.mikethompson.com. Just mikethompson.com.
mikethompson.com. And my niece bought the first photo that he showed of the smaller one. My niece and her boyfriend bought one of those.
Trailer.
Yeah, she was a trailer, right? Because they have to connect it to the car. Yeah. And she was so excited. And when I was in Michigan, she took me all around it, and it was on their driveway, and oh my God. And when she had come to visit me in Palm Springs, she says, well, I bet she went to Mike Thomas RV.
Yeah.
Because she was looking, Mike Thompson RV, sorry. Because she was looking for an RV that was convenient for her. And so she's got one. I'm not sure where she bought it, but
interesting that
I love it.
Interesting that you would say Michigan. One of the RVs that we sold today was to a guy who lives in Michigan.
Really?
And he bought it. He has a home out here, and he has a home in Michigan. And he bought a little van type, road trek van type B-class coach today to drive back and forth between his 2 homes.
That's amazing. Well, I live in Michigan as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I do. I just can't be there right now because I don't want to travel. But one of my sister's a doctor of psychology, and one of her patients watches the show all the time, and she had put on my Facebook, the only way you're going to be able to come home is in an RV.
Well, come on down, Char. I'll fix you right up.
It's so great. I have so enjoyed talking to you.
Yes, and so have I.
Thank you.
I just want everybody to know that there's so much available to you. There's an RV for every budget. So don't hesitate to come down and shop with us. We'll treat you like a king and a queen. We offer here at Mike Thompson in Cathedral City, our byline is, we offer customer delight.
Oh, that's that's so lovely. And everybody was so nice when I barged in there and like I wanted a photo with you. It was I was a stalker.
Yeah, no, I never felt that way. People do, because people have called me. I get calls at least once a week. I get at least 1 or 2 calls, sometimes 3 calls a week, from people saying what a difference it made to be able to listen to my commercials while they were quarantined at home and had nothing else hopeful to could kind of lead them through it. And I just was so touched by that, because everybody just made me feel like, I'd made a difference in their life.
I feel that way.
I felt like I was there for them, because I seem real, and I'm a real face, not a.
And you represent freedom.
Freedom.
Still
there
have freedom to go out and with social distance and still have vacations.
Have vacations and be with the people that you love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you are lovely, Cher. You are just lovely. Thank you so much for being here. It's MikeThompson.com.
My absolute pleasure.
Okay.
And call us and come see us at the Cathedral City location.
Yeah, you guys got to go and see Cher. They're really nice people there. Thank you so much.
Take great care of your listeners.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. You're fantastic. And don't be a stranger. We're neighbors.
Back at you.
Okay, we'll connect again. Thank you
again.
So much.
And thank you for the opportunity.
Of course, my honor, my pleasure.
Be safe and be well.
Like you too.
Thank you.
Yeah, everybody, wear your mask. Okay, and she had her mask on when we went to take the photo, by the way, just so you know. She's like very responsible. Okay, take good care. Okay, everybody, don't go away, because I'm going to be taking your calls.
Thanks again.
Thank you, sweetie.
Hey everybody, it's Sunny and Char, and I am so excited. I am over the moon to share with you that I have a new book coming out called The Universe is Calling You. And there's an amazing foreword by RuPaul. There's an endorsement by Chris Colfer. It's about understanding your intuition. It's about protecting yourself from negative energies. It's about understanding your essence and your true purpose and your soul's purpose on this earth. You can get it at barnesandnoble.com. You can get it at amazon.com. I would love for you to order the book and let me know what you think of it. Write a review for us if you feel like it. Thanks so much. Hey everybody, it's Sunny and Char, and I just wanted to answer a couple questions. People have been calling the office and texting and emailing. Do I do private sessions? Well, yes, I do. And I love reading for my clients. I do phone, Skype, FaceTime, and in person if we're in the same city. I also teach intuition. So if you have an interest in doing that, or if you're interested in getting your family together and you want a group reading, I do those as well. So just call 248-909-2427, ask for Nicole, and I look forward to reading for you. Thanks.
Hello, we're back. Say, hey, Kurt, how's it going over there?
It's going really well. Learned a lot.
Good.
Learned a lot about RVs.
Right?
Yeah, it's very interesting information.
I don't think she understands how valuable she really is.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows about RVs? Nobody.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know any of that stuff.
I didn't know any of that stuff. So I'm trying to I know Nikki's going to be mad at me because I'm not. Okay, now you can see my book, The Universe is Calling You.
Yes.
So now we can take a caller.
All right, the first one I have is a 519 area code, which is from Ontario.
Oh, wait, Ontario, Canada?
Correct.
Or Ontario?
Yes.
Ontario, Canada. How are you?
Hi, Char. I'm great. What a timely conversation. Since today we sold our trailer, but only because we're going to buy a new one. We love it so much.
Oh, how interesting. Did you find one you like?
We haven't yet, but we're going to be on the lookout now. And And you're right. You don't know anything about trailers until you own one and actually
Right.
figure it out as you move through it.
Oh, I hear oot. Yeah, you're definitely from Canada. I love Canada. You know,
Yes.
in Michigan, I'm literally like a half-hour drive to Windsor, Canada. I've been going to
Beautiful.
Canada all
Yes,
my life.
we've been to the East Coast and the West Coast now.
Oh, you have. So you've traveled everywhere in
Yes,
an RV?
in the RV. And of course, now with COVID, we will remain in Canada and just return to some of our favorite places. So we're excited to buy something a little smaller that we can haul in the mountains and a little newer. So we're ready for our next phase of life.
Like Canada has so many beautiful lakes and mountains, and I've skied the Laurentian Mountains. I've skied Blue Mountain? Yeah.
Yes. In Collingwood, yeah. Both BC, I heard you say earlier, in Vancouver. So yeah. So I'm hoping that we're going to have a lot of travel in our future, my husband and I, because I definitely have the travel bug since we met and got married. I wasn't a traveler prior to being with him, and he has taken me to new places that.
Oh, how lovely!
It is.
How lovely! So,
it is.
Would you like me to read for you?
Yes, that would be wonderful.
Okay, so just be open about everybody living and deceased, and don't say the name unless I say it first. But I'm getting three things. I'm seeing an R or B initial, R or B, and a J.
R, yes.
Is the R a male?
Yes, R.
R-O or R-I?
R-O.
Like Robert or Ron?
So R-O female.
Oh,
and
R-O female.
That would be myself.
It's you. It's R-O. Okay, is there an S?
Yeah.
Like Rose or?
Yep, Rosemary.
Rosemary? Yeah, okay, so that's you.
Yes.
So, wow. So is there also an M or A person deceased? Or on your husband's side? Or a J?
That's past.
Or is there anyone?
Can't think of anyone offhand.
Is there anyone living that's a J or G? Or is your husband or his middle name? It keeps coming to me.
Oh.
I don't know.
I'm not picking up on that.
I bet you ask him. It might be his grandparents or somebody, and there's also an M. Might be his grandmother.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Rosemary. And
yes.
my feeling is that you are going to do a lot more traveling, and that you're going to be fine to do it, that it's going to be safe and it's going to be good, and that you're going to be able to do all that you want to do.
Excellent.
Yeah, I feel like it's all very positive. And one more thing I'm getting is there an E-L or E or L person?
E or L.
Is there anyone who's an Ellen or an Elizabeth or? No?
No, Elizabeth. I guess my grandmother, her middle name is Elizabeth.
Your grandmother's middle name's Elizabeth. That's who's here. Your grandmother's
yes.
Here. Yeah,
okay.
I knew there are people talking to me in my head about you. So she's saying that she'll help watch over you, and you guys will be safe when you go.
Good.
Yeah, it's all good. So did you buy it yet? Did you buy the new one yet? Not yet.
No, we're looking at one, but we're not certain yet. So we don't want to make a rash decision. So we're going to wait a little bit. But if, they're selling like hotcakes again, because it's the only thing to do right now. And if you love, RVing, it's the thing to do. So we're excited to purchase another.
Well, I'm excited for you. Well, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it. You're lovely.
Thanks, Cher. Thank
Stay
you so
safe.
much.
All the best to you. Thank
We
you.
will. You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Rosemary. That's interesting. I got her name. So they must have, the spirits were talking about her. Okay, Kurt, who do we have now?
I have a 773, which is a Chicago, Illinois area code for you.
Chicago. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I enjoyed your song.
Oh, thanks. Well, Chicago's a great town.
It is.
It's a beautiful town. So,
It is.
so just be open, please, about everybody living and deceased, okay? And I'm seeing somebody. Do you have somebody that's a J or G initial?
J.
A male?
Female.
Female J with an N in her name or an L in it?
Yes.
What, an N? Is it like a Jean
Uh-huh.
or Jean or Joan or Jan?
Janet.
Janet.
Mm-hmm.
Is she deceased?
Yes.
Is that your sister or your mother?
My mother.
Oh, I feel like she's watching over you. Were you thinking I was going to pick up on her?
I was hoping.
Yeah, I feel like she's definitely with you. And she's showing me something, a material with flowers on it. So I don't know if it was an apron she always wore or curtains she had that were flowers or a dress that she always wore that was flowers.
I can't think of what that would be.
Or you don't remember?
No, I can't think of anything specific like that.
Okay, well, she's showing, do you have something of hers that has flowers on it, like a tablecloth or something like that?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, well, she's showing this to me, and I don't, unless she loved flowers or had gardens or something.
I have a garden, a small garden.
You have a garden, so maybe she hangs out with you in your garden.
Yeah, maybe. I recently had some hibiscus plants bloom that hadn't bloomed in a long time.
Okay, that may be the sign of it, because see, when I see things, just to explain people, like I didn't know if I thought it was on a material, the flowers, but it could also just be the flowers. And also she's saying that she's showing me a butterfly that's flying from one thing to another. Have you had more butterflies?
Yeah, I've noticed a couple monarch butterflies around the house.
So I think that her spirit might come to you as a butterfly.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, because spirits like to take the form of nature to connect with us. I mean, some of them drop pennies or dimes or feathers or birds or whatever, but she's showing me and also it's interesting that the hydrangeas just bloom, so that's probably her letting us know about your garden or your flowers.
Yeah, maybe. I thought it was somebody else because they bloomed on another loved one's birthday, but I don't know who, if it has anything to do with either one of them.
Was it a male, the other one?
No, it was another female.
Was there an M or A with that person?
Yes.
Started with A or M?
M.
Is it M-A?
M-A.
Is it M-A-R?
Yes. Yes.
Like a Mary or Margaret or Marie?
Margaret.
Margaret. Is that your grandma or your family?
There's two of them. I have the grandmother with that name, and I have a godmother with that name, and that's the one whose birthday it was the godmother.
Okay, so I think you're right about the flower in Margaret, but also we're right about Jan or Janet or Janet.
Okay.
And the butterfly, and that makes sense. So wait, but did the godmother, is she the one who wore things with flowers on it? I keep seeing that.
Well, she had a purse with a flower print on it, I think.
That makes sense. Okay, I can't let go of it when I see it like that on material. I can't let go of it. Thank you so much for calling.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the reading.
Yeah,
but they don't have anything else.
well,
any messages
were you concerned about health?
about health? I mean, I would like to improve my health, but I don't have anything, really specific.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you changing your diet?
I downloaded an app today, a weight loss app.
A weight loss app? I feel like they're saying you have to watch your diet. And if they must know that you downloaded the weight loss app today, so give it a shot. It will help prevent problems down the road for you.
Okay.
By taking that weight off. Did you have any issue with, I don't know, like with joints or your back or something?
Not really.
Okay.
But I guess, I just want to prevent more problems in the future.
Okay, then they're bringing up the weight loss thing. So go for it. It'll help make a difference.
Okay.
It's also going to help with your joints.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone had arthritis in your family, your mom or...
My mom did, yeah.
Yeah, and it could be hereditary. So you want to, if you do the weight thing now, it'll help with your joints down the road. And also to stay away from sugar.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard for anybody to stay totally away from sugar, but maybe cut it down.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It's so hard to go on a diet right now.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, isn't it?
That, I love sugar too, so.
Well, we all love sugar, but it's really not good for us, but.
Well, that's how infections spread so well, is because the sugar, the bacteria and everything eats it. It
right.
thrives.
And there are a lot of people who are diabetic.
Yeah. Well, I have another one for you.
Okay.
520 area code, which is Tucson. Tucson, Arizona.
Oh my gosh! Thank you, Char. Oh my Lord, I've tried and tried and tried and tried and tried and tried, and now here I am. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. That makes me so happy.
Oh gosh, I'm very happy.
What do you do? You keep like redialing the number, like repeat?
No, today I got in. Last week I got in. But this is the first time I've actually spoken with you, and all the times before I couldn't get in, so I would redial. But it's worth it.
Well, that's so kind of you. Thank you. That makes me feel so happy. Thank you so much. I'm honored.
Oh.
So just be open.
Thank you.
Be open about everybody living and deceased. So I'm getting a couple things. One, I'm getting an M, another M or A person. And there's also
when I hang up, all these names will come to me, I'm sure.
Is there somebody whose middle name is May or Ann?
Yes. Not May.
Is it M-A?
But with an M.
Is it M-A?
M-I.
M-I, is that a female or male?
A man.
Is he a Michael? Man. Is it a Michael?
Yes.
And that's a middle name?
My son.
Your son. Is your son living?
No.
He's deceased.
Yeah.
It's your son that's coming through. You were probably looking for his first initial of his first name and just focusing on that. I feel like Michael's here, or whoever Michael is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Was that an unexpected death?
Yeah.
And why is he apologizing? He's apologizing. Did he have something to do with his own death?
None of us are sure.
put pieces together, and I think it was, I don't know. None of us are sure. None of us are sure.
Was it what? But was there alcohol involved with this at all?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Nobody did an autopsy?
Yeah.
Pardon?
It was, but by that time, I didn't want to hear it. His father was the one. His father and I haven't been together for decades, and so, and it was very convoluted. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Is there a D or B person, or R or B?
Yeah, all those letters. Yeah, they all connect.
Wait. Is it a male with a B or a D?
Yes, B. Yes, B.
Is it
male?
B with an R in it?
Yes.
Like Brian or Brad?
Yes, yes.
Is that your son?
Yes, yes, my other son.
Your other son, but he's living, right? Your other son.
Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
I feel like his brother is apologizing for not being there and for causing so much grief for you and for the family.
Yeah, he has a lot of reason to apologize. Yeah. I don't hold it against him now, but I know that he would be making those apologies. That was what his personality was.
Because he's trying to elevate his soul, but also your son with the B, I feel like, I don't know, has he felt guilty or?
Yes.
I feel like he doesn't want him to feel guilty, or there's no unfinished business, and he loves his brother, but he was a bit difficult. Your son, whoever Michael, was a bit difficult.
Yeah. And all of that is correct.
Yeah, it's Brad. And is there a D as in dog person, a D, a Don or Dan, a David?
Yeah.
Who is that?
After the call, it'll connect more. What comes up immediately is not someone that's, it's a brother, but he's distant. But when I hang up, I'll be thinking of another D probably.
Is it your brother?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm picking it up for a reason, because I feel like there's a genetic a genetic something that was similar between him and one of your boys.
Oh, okay.
There's a genetic thing, like a similar attitude or energy. Does that make sense?
Well, I haven't spoken to that brother in decades, so yeah, I resist acknowledging that, but I'm sure that's quite possible.
I think so. But anyway, your son he's at peace, and he's getting help on the other side, and you need to know that.
Oh, good.
And not feel guilty or bad, and especially Brett, not to feel guilty or bad. That we'll all meet again one day on the other side.
I hope. I pray.
Oh, well, I know it, and if it doesn't happen, I'm going to have a lot of people coming after me over there.
Char, I have a question, a life question. Can I throw it out real quick?
Absolutely.
Thank you, dear. I'm leaving a 20-year relationship. I have lived in my house that I own for like 7-8 years. I'm selling that. Okay. I am a realtor, so I know what I'm going to be doing. And I put the calls into effect where, I called the mover, some people to come and help me next week, and to empty out the house, put it in the front yard so I can sell everything. And then I'll donate and trash whatever doesn't sell. I'm really serious. It's a relationship. This person has shared the house with me, and it's not a pleasant experience. I mean, he's not violent or anything like that.
You're just
Do you see it being a smooth? Well, I don't know. I mean, he's caused all of this. It's going to be a smooth transition. Do you see that for me?
I think at first it's going to be hard, but I think your changing once you're out of there is going to be great.
Okay.
I think that, but I don't, I think you need to not fall into if he's manipulating you or trying to upset
Yes.
you. And he's pushing
Yes.
your buttons, and he's known how to push your buttons for 20 years because
Yes.
he's a bit narcissistic, self-centered.
Yes.
So you gotta like, clean cuts heal fastest. You gotta make it, just do it as fast as you can, and don't believe anything you see and only half of what you hear, because he's gonna try to cause havoc for you because he's angry.
Okay.
All right? You'll be fine though. Once you make your change, you're gonna be great.
Oh, good. I have no money, so
I was
I'm
just gonna say
juggling
he's gonna be selfish about money.
Well,
So
I'm juggling properties, and I'm trying to sell. I'll take a lowball offer on one of the properties.
Good.
And do you see that guy accepting my acceptance of his lowball offer? Do you see him coming through on the low?
I'm not sure. I just know that you'll sell something. I don't know details exactly. Okay. But you'll make enough money to do what you need to do. Anyway, I'm so sorry, but we've got to go. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Char. Thank you.
Well, my pleasure. Good luck to you in your new beginnings. It's going to be good. Okay, everybody.
Thank you, Char.
My pleasure. Okay. Just so everybody knows, okay, so we're doing those private groups of 5 people, and we got filled up right away. So we've put in more people, so you can call Nicole and at 248-909-2427. And if you want to be in the small group that we're doing, and I'm also going to be doing teaching, and I'm really trying to accommodate people so it's not too expensive for everybody. And that's it. I appreciate you guys watching, and I appreciate Sher Lyckman for being here. And I just know that, this shall pass too, but it's going to take a little while. So wear your masks and please stay safe. And you're all in my prayers. And remember, intuition will take you places logic never could. Be well. Bye-bye.